Welcome back to Basically Ella, where I come to you right now weekly, teaching you step-by-step in-depth tutorial on how to make you more stunning than you already are. We are here doing a 4-week special right before summer hits, all summer related, and then I'll be gone for the summer, but be back for season 3. As you can see by my stunning face, that I have a really bad sunburn. But actually, it's funny, I hummed and hawed at home, like, how am I going to make myself look like I have a sunburn? Because that's just something that I don't get. 1, because I know how to take care of my skin. 2, I love sunscreen, but we'll discuss that in a moment. So I figure I did a pretty damn good job of looking like I wear sunglasses, and I burnt my face, because apparently I only put sunscreen at the edge of where my glasses hit. But step 1, we're going to take my hair out of the way, just so we have a nice little working space. And then the first step, if you ever get a sunburn, is that we want to cleanse our face. That's very important. If you're going to use a makeup wipe, just make sure it's soft and gentle so it's not going to irritate. So all my lovely work of making it look like I have a fake sunburn is going to come off, but this isn't reality. If you have a sunburn, it's not going to wipe away. We do need to take care of our skin. Make sure you have a nice clean surface. I am going to take it all off though, just so you can see what I'm going to put on afterwards as if I do have a sunburn. Wouldn't it be amazing if we just rub our skin like that and our sunburn's gone? It's too bad it's not a reality. All right, sunburn's gone. Let's take off the rest of the makeup too so I don't look so crazy down below. Thankfully I have gorgeous skin, so I'm not worried. All right, beautiful, all nicely touched up. Good to go. Now, if I did have a sunburn and I cleanse my face, the best thing to do is just to let your skin rest and recuperate. Because just like any other burn, or just like a sunburn, it's just like a burn. It's a trauma to the skin and it needs time to heal. But if you do have an event coming out and you need to cover it up, this is where I'm going to teach you. But otherwise, if you have the time to let your skin rest and heal up, apply some balm. I searched my house to try to find this balm that I absolutely love. It's called the Vichy SOS Balm. It's amazing. Go out and buy it. I buy it every time I go on holiday because I don't know if you have someone in your life, a significant other that just doesn't like sunscreen and is very fair skinned and burns very easy. That's my guy. I always have to make sure they have this balm on it. I did recently move apartments, so I blame that I lost the package somewhere else. But anyways, Vichy SOS Balm. Get that, it's awesome. Okay, good clear skin. You're ready to go. So first things first, if you are going to go out, I'm going to pretend that I still have that sunburn around my face. You're going to want to use a soft green color corrector because that's going to neutralize any of the red that's on the skin. So you're just going to put it where you need it, a really thin layer. Once again, I'm going to pretend that I have that burn on my face. It wouldn't show up this bright otherwise. It would just neutralize and probably go a little bit more of a dull version of your skin. The best part is you don't have to be gentle, you can slap it on, and then since it's a cream, if you want, you can just slightly tap it in to blend it out. See? Easy. I like how this camera's just making it look like I have very bright under eyes. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna bring it up to my under eyes because it's red there. Oh, look at that, looks like I'm so awake. All right, continue on to the other side. Once again, don't have to be gentle. Just throw it wherever you have your redness on the skin. And then you can use your finger to buff it out, because nice things about creams is that you have a lot of playtime with it. Just buff it out. You could use a brush if you want, because a lot of people don't want to put their hands back on their skin when they have a burn, but if you're clean, then use your fingers. Not to imply that you're dirty. Just buff it out, good to go. You can let it sit, you can put a powder on there if you want. But normally just after this, after it sets, you're gonna go back in with your foundation that you like. Normally I would suggest something very lightweight because once again, we don't wanna put too much products on top of your traumatized skin because we want it to heal. I'm gonna use a soft foundation that has a little bit of SPF in it because once again, we need to correct and take care of our skin. And I'm going to be using my fingers because I foolishly forgot my foundation brush. I know, I'm such a professional, but just all over. Normally you go very lightly. Once again, like I said, use a light foundation if you have the chance. If you are going to something where you need to use something thicker, more than welcome to use it. Just try to minimize the amount of time that it's on your skin. Because the quicker your skin heals, the better you can get back to being awesome. Not that you're not going to be awesome with burnt skin. I think it's been so long since I've used a finger to put my foundation on. Also, I just saw that lovely face-up camera. That was a lovely image of the wet foundation on my face. I hope you all take that home with you tonight. Or today, whenever you watch it. Oh my goodness, this takes so much longer using your fingers. Don't be like me. Get a brush. Or use a sponge. Oh my goodness. We took 2 months off, a month and a half off, and I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I just don't know how to apply makeup. Okay, let's speed through this because you don't need to see me just reapplying the foundation. Oh, good. Yeah, exactly. You just need to come back now. Please watch the next episodes. I promise they'll be better. Oh, goodness. Okay, just pump it in. Go really lightly. A brush would be really nice, or even like a sponge, just because it's going to be gentle on the skin. We want to minimize the amount of tugging or pulling on anywhere you have the burn, because you just want to be light. Or even if you have the chance, if you have a powder foundation, I would probably lean more towards that. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. It took some time, took some finessing, but it's on. Once again, let's just recap now. You're gonna wanna clean your face. Remember, if you have the time after you have a sunburn to let your skin rest, let your skin heal, use a balm like Vichy SOS Balm because it's amazing, and then just start using sunscreen. I know a lot of people don't like sunscreens because they feel that it is too thick or it feels oily or they can't put their makeup on it. I'm gonna show you my favorite sunscreen right here. It is by Roche-Posay, it is the Anthelios, and it is so thin. I'm gonna show you on the camera so you can see it. Can they see that? But what's nice is that it just dissolves almost instantly. And it's SPF 60. And it's UVA and UVB protectant. All right, so it dissolves, and plus, a lot of people love to hear this, but the sunscreen is actually your #1 anti-aging product that you can ever use because the sun's amazing and it's lovely, but it does very bad things to the skin. So just make sure you use SPF. And then if you are going to go out, because you have to put on your face, just make sure that you use a color corrector to neutralize that red, because otherwise you're going to have to use a very thick foundation, and we want to keep whatever we put on top of your burn very lightweight so it can give your skin the breath it needs to heal. Then, yeah, lightly powder, do your things, you're good to go, and that's my lovely little tips and tricks for taking care of your foundation, or sorry, taking care of your sunburn. But like I said, give it time to heal. All right, that was fun. That was a journey. That was a lot to come back to. But please come back next Tuesday where we are going to give you the J-Lo glow. Give us a moment. Do you know which one it is?
Makeup meets.
Ah, that's right. We are going to show you how to apply your makeup so it stays put under a mask, because masks are still a big thing right now, and everyone that's in the Okanagan area knows that we've had amazing weather lately, and it's been very warm, and that mask likes to build up a lot of heat, so it melts off. So I'll give you a lot of tips and tricks on how to keep that in place and that solid, so that when you go into a restaurant, you take off your mask, everything's still in place and beautiful. But that's it for now. Thank you for coming out. See you next time.